Hello, Darthvegan here, back with another episode of Derail Valley. We are here in the steel mill, and we are going to pick up the S282 and take it down to the museum to begin working on it and restoring it to its former glory. We can see that it is a wreck in here for sure. For sure. And yeah. Never driven it before, never once, never ever. And so I did drive the shunter, and it looks pretty similar to the shunter as far as operation. So I think that should be okay. Yeah, it's a regulator. Where's the... Okay, this is the cock valves, and this is the... this is not the whistle, this is the cutoff here. So you roll that forward to go forward, roll it back to go back. Okay. Alright, very cool. Blow down bell blower injector. Okay. Alright, very cool. We're gonna... There's the tender. Can we hop on top of the tender here? Oh, okay, cool. Where's the... Well, we'll worry about getting it all set up once we get it repaired. Right now, it is a wreck, and we need to get that thing down to the museum. And so, we're gonna use this little BE2. I rented this little I paid for the little BE2 to come join us here, and it is a useful little shunter for sure. And we are going to use it. I'll take the brake off. We're going to use it to attach the 282 to our consist, which we have set up in the B yard, that's going to be going down to the harbor. So we're going to utilize this to attach the 282 to the end of the consist, and then we'll be on our way down to City South, where the museum is, and then to the harbor, where our job is. So we're going to re-rail this bad boy. We'll pop him right here. That's going to cost us $5,000. How cheap can I make it? Like it's only $1,700 if I pop it directly adjacent to where it's at. So we're gonna do that. Heck yeah, boy! All right, so we're gonna grab the BE2 then. We're gonna round her up and pop her onto the end of our tray. A little bit rough there. That's okay. It's not like we're gonna damage it, right? It's already completely wrecked. Well, we could damage a shunter, so there we go. All right, let's. Where's the tender? Oh, the tender's separate. It did not. I was not aware of that. Where is the handbrake on this thing? Cool. Where's the... Is there a handbrake? Let's see if I can get the tender. I didn't realize the tender was completely separate. Interesting. I'm probably gonna have enough room to spawn it in here. Yeah. Doesn't look like it. Okay. So let's move this forward just a little so we have room to spawn in the tender. Very interesting. There's the old sloshy Slosserson. Let's see. Let's make sure the indie brake is off on this thing. Okay, it is. Good. Alright, now let's see if we can re-rail the tender inside it. There we go. There we go. Tow it home. You bet I will. You betcha I will. There's the handbrake. Okay. This is a pretty massive train. Or locomotive, rather. I was thinking it was more along the lines of the shunter, but completely it's not. I was very wrong. Very, very wrong about that. Okay. Massive. Big boy. We might do a little freight hauling with the 282 and see how that goes. Once we get it repaired, of course. We'll take this down, put it in the museum. That will allow us to order the parts for the boiler and everything. And then we can take the boiler and the parts back down to the museum and repair it. That's going to be a big chunk of money. And then we'll probably need to buy a few gadgets. We've been buying a little bit of gadgets along the way, but might need to get just a couple more, like a brake cylinder, indicator, speedometer, switch setter, some things like that. And then we'll be ready to use it in a couple of freight hauls. It's going to be a couple episodes, probably. How much money do we have? We have $505,000. Done a few little shunting missions and hauling missions from... Last time you saw us, we were here at the military base. We went... What was that? We went to Iron Mine East, picked up some iron ore, brought it back down to the steel mill, and that's where we are now. And that's where we basically have all of our monies from those couple of jobs. We were pretty low on money before that. Less than 100,000, I think, or around 100,000. From all of our other repairs and mishaps and whatnot. Alright, let's this got moved over here so I can't forget to see anything. That's probably good. And I see the switch from here. Just barely. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and set my remote to this thing so that I can hop out. And little micro shunter struggles with even the smallest of jobs. Like moving an engine around on an incline. Yeah, we got quite a little consist going there. It's 3 different jobs, all steel rails, all going to the harbor. It's going to be a pretty heavy load. I've got 2 DH4s and 1 DE2 attached. That's probably going to be around the max of what that thing can handle, to be honest. So I'm a little bit worried about getting out of the steel mill here because we have a pretty nasty incline coming out of here. And so we'll see if we're able to do it. But yeah, it's going to be a trip for sure. I may have to back up and get a running start on it. Do the steel mill yard here. And we're adding more weight with the 282 on here. There we go. Get you all hooked up. Oh, I got a little close there, didn't I? There we go. Now, you, and you, and you. Okay, we're going to go ahead and get rid of the shunter here. He will say bye-bye. throw him onto this A siding over here. Maybe get a little beacon on the top to show that he's being remotely controlled. That'd be cool. Orange beacon. Next time I see an orange beacon, I'm gonna grab it. I need one for the DE2 as well, because I often remotely control it. Alright. There we go. Slide right onto that siding there, little boy. Little baby boy. Oh, look how cute he is. Such a little sweetheart. Bye. Go into the loader. Okay. Alright. Got that all done. Now let's go get these jobs ready and get on our way. Like I said, it's a pretty long train, pretty heavy. 3 different jobs, all going to the harbor. 2 of them going to the E siding, 1 of them is going to the G siding. Pretty straightforward, really, to tell you the truth. Oh, did I already start the jobs? No, I just had them in my hand. Okay, good. I was like, oh, snap. Alright. So, before we start it, I am going to go ahead and, well, it's only 39 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and get everything all queued up first. So, we'll get the engine started. We'll back her up to get a running start. Turn the jobs in. And start heading to the El Harbor. So we got 684. And 627, that's almost 1,300 tons. And then another 300 tons, that's 1,600 tons, plus the engines. Both DH4s combined can haul around 1,200 tons. Plus the 500 tons of the DE2, or is it 400 tons? So, eek. We are at the limit, for sure. Alright, so train length 90. So that's 316 plus another 200. That's 516 plus all of the engines. Okay, so I'll go ahead and hop in here. Getting the old blue here. We are going to pair this loco. There we go. And let's set this up. It'll be about 550. With the engines. Okay. Cutoff is on in here. Brake is off. Let's fire it up. Pop it into reverse. Next, this guy. They nerfed your jump a little bit, so now you can no longer jump into these engines, which is a shame. You have to use the little teleport thing, which I think is just a crying shame. Now normally I wouldn't even use the DE2, but we're going to need every little bit of oomph we can get, so we're going to fire her up as well. Hopefully we don't blow her up. That's the risk with the DE2. That is a risk. Alright, so let's go ahead and start queuing them backwards here. We are going to get a running start. At least want to go the length of the yard. And let's get our switches set up here. So we are going to be going left, 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 just pretty much left all around. The left, and then left, and then right down here, and we're going to go through City South, drop off our engine, and go on into the harbor. I think that should be fine. Coal mines south, I mean, not City South. But we are going to City South as well. So let's go left here, right, stay right, go through there, that's no problem. City South, we're going to be coming through here, we're going to go left, and we'll drop them off here at in the B yard and make sure right and left. Okay, we'll drop that 282 off, and then the harbor, left, 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 and left. We're going to go into the E yard, drop off the first load, back into the G yard, and drop off the second load. Okay. That'll do it. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Okay. So we're going to get going down this straight line here so we don't have to do a lot of jigging and jagging. I guess technically it's not that much of a turn, so it'd probably be fine just to go down this line. I want to stop now. That's a pretty good run. Pretty good run. Now we're going back. What's the harm? Well, we're going to be starting off trying to go uphill. That's the harm. That's the harm. I can already tell it's starting to drag us downhill. We may have to go even further back than I anticipated. Alright, we're going to go right and then left. Let's just go ahead and start trying to get a run on it here. See if it works, and if not, we'll have to back up a little further. There we go. We're getting her. We're making it happen, Captain. Getting hot already on the DE2 probably. You got the brake on for one thing. That doesn't help. Alright. Get that going. Let's let the heat cool down a little. We're going to go ahead and turn the jobs in while that thing ramps up. Alright, let's go. We're ready. Alright. We are ready, Freddy. Love to get up to about... Of course I didn't sleep. Oh, darn. It's going to be dark by the time we get there. I should have slept before we started this episode. Love to get going at least 30 before we get to this hill up here. There we go. Yep, we're gonna reach our 30 goal here. Will it be enough? I don't know. Might have to hold her steady there. Dang, I hope this is enough. Alright, here we go. Going up the hill. We got up to 40. I'm gonna kick it in the face for this last little bit. There we go. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Here we go. It's gonna be tough. The 45. Push, baby, push. Come on, old Bluey. You got this. Here comes the steep incline right here. Starting to lose speed. I'm occasionally going to increase the throttle to get it right on the red line. You got this. You got this. Ooh, she's struggling now. As soon as we get off this incline, we'll go back there and turn off the DE2. We won't need it the rest of the journey. Just on this first little bit here. Every time I lose just a little bit of temp here, I go back in and kick the throttle back up that last notch, just to keep us on the very edge of what we're capable of here. It's a long train, so a lot of weight behind it. We're going to be going left up ahead. That is correct. It'll be this little Y here. We're going to go left, and then left again, and then left again. We have them set. Alright, we are coming up on our next turn. Is it? Uh-oh. I think it's supposed to be a left. Unless this is... I was watching the... I don't know. I was watching the outside view and I don't know which turn that was. Was that this turn? Or was that this turn? I'm afraid it was this turn. Which means we're going this way. Which means we'll have to bring the 282 back to City South separately. Which is okay. That's an okay thing to happen. If that is the case. I think it is. Okay. I think it's about time to go turn off old DV Mobile. So I'm going to jump back here. High realism. DV Mobile no longer is running. Alright. These two DH4s can handle it from here on out. Yeah, that was my turn. I missed that one. Dang. Okay, well, that's okay. This is fine. We're just gonna go. Make sure we've got these set. Yeah, okay. That was this turn here. I missed it. I thought it was this turn because I was probably in external view whenever the cab passed that turn. So I'm going to be using a lot of fuel in this run. So it's probably just about time to also get the DE6. It's going to be more fuel efficient, I think, than the two DH4s. One DE6 with the slug, perhaps. We'll see. Maybe we'll do a test. Maybe we'll do a side-by-side test. See what happens. Do the same run, or I guess we'll have to do similar runs because there's no way we'll be able to do the same run. Do two similar weighted runs to a similar location and see what the results are. Operational cost-wise, which one is more efficient. Alright, coming up on our next junction. Turn left to go to the goods factory, right to go to harbor in town. Go to the right. That is what our switch setter says. To the right, we are good. We're good for go. Hopefully the speed limit is under... Okay, 60, good. We're good. We're good, folks. 60 is the speed limit. We're going 55. Might want to start throttling back just a little. We're burning up fuel like crazy. Already used a quarter of the tank. Throttle back a little more. Oh, yep, because there's a 40 up ahead. Let's throw some brake on. Lots and lots of brake, please. Okay, we made it. Man, that was close. That was close. We are going downhill here. Got my dynamic brake on. Gaining a little speed. Back up to 70, but that little portion of 40 is the train is still in it, so I'm going to continue to go around 40 until the train is past that 40 point. That was a sudden drop in speed, that's for sure. But we made it. There's a little bit of panic there. Just a little bit. Just a slight bit of panic. Alright, so it looks like the rest of the train is past the 40 mark. Good. The speed limit's 50 now, so I'm going to turn the handbrake off. Not the handbrake, the wheel brake. We'll apply a little more dynamic brake. Just don't want to overheat our engine. You see the temperatures are increasing there. Dynamic brakes in the DH4 aren't fantastic. They can usually help when you're going downhill like this. They're more of an assist than something to completely rely on, I would say. If it's a really steep decline, then you need to use wheel brake. Or if you have a really, really heavy load, which I have a pretty heavy load. Just not that steep of a decline right now. Alright, here's another 40. We're going to go ahead and mark it. Okay. I need to get a couple more things to solder so I can put my headlights on. I had them on, but I bumped into a train and it broke them off. Because I wasn't able to use all 4 drill points the way I had them set up, so they were only loosely attached, I guess. That was off camera, of course. I was doing a little side hustle. Alright, we're past the 40 mark. What's the speed limit up here? 70? Okay. Go ahead and take the dynamic brake off, let ourselves build up a little bit of speed here. Not too much. I think there's another 40 up ahead as well. Another junction, so that is the one going into the harbor. We'll be going left on this one. Yep, left, good. I'll go ahead and turn the dynamic brake back on because I think we need to be going 40 through it. And a little bit of wheel brake as well. Yep, 40. There we go. Everything's fine. There's a beautiful harbor. I think it's 40 all the way into the harbor though. And it's all downhill, so keep the brakes on a little bit. That wasn't too bad of a run. The initial hill was a little frightening, but in the end we made it. Okay, we are coming into the harbor proper. Are we going left? Yes, we are. $40 is the limit. All right. Very nice. We're gonna be going into the E yard, which is a straight shot. The 282 will have to stay in the E yard as well, unfortunately, until we can get some shunting going on. Turn off that dynamic brake, wheel brake, turn you off. We'll just coast on into the E yard. We're going left up here, which is correct. Very nice. And where are we headed? That's G. E8I. I think both of these are E8I. So if we go E yard, E8I. So go right, 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 left, E8I. Should have had that set up as well, but no worries. Got it now. have this thing cleared up? I do. I'm going to jump out. Watch this thing roll on by. I guess technically I could just run the timer, and when the timer runs out, it'll be in there, but I think I've got it a little overestimated. And I don't want it to come out of E8I. So, just hop out. Should have put the flags on there. Should have. This guy, 944 and 745. 944 is 745. Oh, but I really need the other one. That's fine. Just lots of steel rails, my friend. Lots and lots of steel rails. Well, it doesn't matter if the 282 is in the siding or not. Just these guys. Start slowing down because it does take a while for this amount of weight. Alright, fantastic. We'll throw that on there. That will count for both consists, I believe. This got detached as well. There we go. Alright, now we need to find this guy. What is the number on this? 57. 57. It's 07. We're going to be here closer to the front here. Seven, 13. Okay, so we're in the second load. 13. I might go ahead and throw a brake on the 13. I don't think you strictly have to, but I don't want to have to come back, you know. So, yeah, there it is, 57. All right. All right, let's go ahead and start rolling forward. Got a ways to go yet. I could theoretically go turn those two jobs in because I think we're coming right up on the time limit. I think the time limit's like 39 minutes, yeah. Might do that. It's going to take a while to get to this G yard. I have to go pretty far forward to get to that switch. Just right up here. Goes that way. Okay. This one goes to the F yard. It needs to stay to the left. Yep. There's the G yard, the E yard switch. Okay, now where are we going? We are going to G5I. G5I. Go left, then right in the G5I. We'll have time. Ah! What's happening? Ah, I'm on the train! Help me! Okay. That's what you get when you play with trains. Death. Okay. We'll just run this in there right quick. Probably get some pretty good money shunting these as well. Okay, here's the G yard. There's 5I. And then the station house is just right on the other side of this yard here, so it's not too far of a walk. No problem. Which, it always will. They never give you a job that won't fit. Sometimes if there's other cars in there that you've moved around, it could be a problem, but the jobs will always fit. Sometimes it's just barely, you know, but they always fit. Go and hit the full brake. Throw this wheel brake on, and we're going to run over to the station really quickly. Turn these jobs in. Hopefully make it within the time limit. I get nervous because I look at the time that I've been recording, you know, but I know that I didn't start the mission straight away, so still I'm a little nervous. Alright, 29. We had some minutes to spare. There we go. So we got 17,000, 33,000, and 36,000. That's great. That's just great. And we got 3 new shunting jobs. This one's not worth it. This one might be worth it, but I mean, it'd be $30,000 for less than 30 minutes work. That's not bad. Okay, let's take a look. Is there anything going to City South straight away? Probably not. There's almost never anything going to City South, so that's fine. All right, well, that's okay. We don't need to take a job. We're just going to take the 282 there, and I'll just take the DE2 and haul the 282 with the DE2. But I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, be sure and hit that like button, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.